Hello everybody, this is the Goofsome Fox coming at you with a match here in the Blue Destiny Unit 2. This is going to be a 400 cost basic match here on City Ruins, and yeah, I decided to get the BD2 out a bit because it's a suit that I've actually been playing a lot more recently. Started playing it at 500 a bit just to kind of mess around with it, and I actually did enjoy it there, so I decided why not try it at its native cost and see how well it goes. The BD2 here is a raid, and it starts at 400 and can go all the way up to 550. And yeah, it's definitely been a fun suit to play. A bit different than what I usually use when it comes to my 400 cost raids here. Because at 400, I typically use the Pale Rider Dualahan, or sometimes the Goof Custom if I am feeling, kind of mixing it up a bit, but even then I feel like the Goof Custom and Pale Rider Dualahan kind of have that same idea of where they kind of want to stay a bit more mid-range with their weapons, because the Goof Custom has that Gatling shield, and the Pale Rider Dualahan has both the Hyper Beam Rifle as an optional primary and the Gatling shield. So far different from the BD2 here, which really wants you to go in a bit more with your melee, a bit more like a traditional raid basically. But yeah, just go over some of the stuff here with it. You have two optional primaries, that being the Gundam ground type beam rifle, which is what I'm using here, and the 100mm machine gun. I really just prefer the beam rifle because it does grant you access to an instant stun, which on this suit can be very helpful for setting up, combos. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about the primaries there. I don't really use the machine gun, so don't really have much of a comment on that weapon. Next here you have the Double Beam Saber's prototype, and this is your melee weapon. It is a beam saber in each hand, and it is very effective beam sabers in each hand, especially on the downswings. Yeah, you'll see me do quite a bit of damage at times here, and this pairs very well with both the suit's kind of overall kit and the exam system, which yeah, just a little info about exam. It is your ability boost on this suit, and it boosts your stats across the board. One of those being your attack strength. So yeah, if you're using your melee with this, you expect to do a lot of damage. As you can see, even then on a neutral, 2,500 to a pixie there. Very nice there. I'm going to continue here. Try not to go too far off track here, but continuing here, you have two very similar weapons, so I'm going to cover them kind of together. You have the Head Vulcan late model and the chest machine gun at times too. These are both very similar weapons. Both can be fired while boosting, and yeah, they both kind of serve the same purpose. That being doing some extra damage here and there. Yeah, not really too much to say about these two weapons because they do not compare, in my opinion, to the next sub weapon here you have. That being the small body missiles. And yeah, these are different from the BD1's missiles, and that instead of being an instant stun, it is actually like a rapid fire missile. You fire 6 of these, and if you get most of them off, they will do a stun, accumulation stagger. So yeah, these are very good for setting up stuns if you're pursuing a target, or if somebody's trying to chase after you, you can use them there, because you can boost while using these, much like your Vulcans, and yeah, again, they are accumulation based and stun very quickly, so they are very good for setting up combos if you are trying to chase after someone, or again, maybe somebody is chasing after you and you need to stop them in their tracks. So very, very nice weapon there. And finally, for sub-weapons, you have less of a weapon and more of equipment. That is the Commando Shield, and, well, that's your shield. Not really too much I can say there. Pretty sure it's the same shield that suits like the Gym Custom and the Gym Command use, and, well, this suit uses it too, and, yeah, it defends you from pretty much anything that's not a heavy attack. So, again, not too much else to say there. It's a shield, it defends you, it does its job, and, yeah, very, very nice to have there, especially on a suit like this that's, again, really meant for more being close range, trying to go in for that melee, so having that defense while you're trying to pursue a target, yeah, very nice there. And yeah, aside from that, not really too much else I can say that is very notable. You do have a dodge roll on this suit, which, yeah. Actually, should say the thing though, most of this really plays into the exam here. You have dodge roll level 1, but when you activate exam, you do get a double dodge roll, so very nice there. You also have maneuver armor on this suit, and melee combo controller level 1, so not level 2 like most raids tend to have. So you only have 2 melee swings with this suit, which might be, maybe a bummer to some people. I don't think it's that big of an issue on this suit, but I do understand for, other raid players, or just, if you're more used to raids, just kind of having that triple melee swing, could be maybe more weird than more of a disadvantage to not have it, because I've had it before where I've played raids that don't have melee combo level 2, and I pretty much just forget I don't have like 3 swings. So it gets kind of weird when I try to do a combo and I'm like, oh wait, I don't have 3 swings, but just know for this suit, yeah, you only have 2 swings going into that, so gonna be something to remember there. And the big skill here is your exam ability boost, and shares the same version as the level, not the level 1, but the BD1. This is the level 1 exam ability boost, and what this does is that it boosts all of your stats, your attack, your defense, and your speed for a full minute. And yeah, only a minute though, and once that minute is up, your head and legs will be completely damaged, or back if you're in space, because unlike the BD1, this suit is space compatible. And yeah, that's gonna probably lead to a few different scenarios depending on where you are, because either you're gonna be, your exam's gonna deactivate either when you're by yourself and you can repair for a bit, or you're surrounded by enemies and, yeah, you're probably gonna die very quickly, but this is a very nice ability boost to have here. And yeah, I actually do find myself using it a lot on this suit compared to the other ability boosts that most suits have. And gonna get a quick count on this pixie here, and I think that might be a unique counter. I am not entirely sure about that one, if any other suit actually shares that, but either way it's pretty cool. But back to exam here. Yeah, I actually use it a lot more on this suit, or have been. You really don't see me use it this match because this is one of my earlier matches trying the suit out at this cost, and yeah, I think it's really, really useful on the suit, again, especially for that melee, so if you are being more aggressive with your melee and you use your exam, you will see the results. Especially against pretty much supports, definitely against supports, because again, you are a raid. And probably would be the same case with the BD3 in a way, because that one's a general, so using exam on that suit, you'd probably see really good results against raids and probably other generals, but yeah, for this suit here, yeah, it is definitely a very nice tool to have at your disposal. Should also mention too that you can only use this once until your suit responds, so probably something I should mention there, but yeah, that's pretty much everything about this suit to really go over. And yeah, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I have really been enjoying using it. It is a nice change of pace from my typical raid setups, again, that really being the Pale Rider Doulahan as my main go-to, and Dom Heavy Arm there was able to get a lucky counter off, but I'm going to survive till the end of the match anyway, so not really too much to worry about there. Dom Heavy Armed is a suit that I still need to get a match with, but yeah, popping exam system one more time, and not really going to be able to do much with it. Usually I try to pop exam at the last minute of a match, but I totally forgot to do that, so really didn't get to see it this match. But hey, real quick, mission completed, good work's going around, and let's see how we did. Top individual, assist, and damage, and I'm going to send a few praises around here. Can also praise the enemy Dom Heavy Arm there. And first place overall with 9 kills and 1 loss. Not too shabby there in the BD2. And, yeah, that's all I really have to say about that, or at least about this match. BD2, there's probably a few more things I could really say, but I'm going to try to keep this brief. And, yeah, again, just really been enjoying this suit. Very nice suit to just kind of get out and see how well it works, because for the most part, it's actually been a pretty effective suit, and I think that might be majority to its kits and skills that it has. I think is actually held up fairly well, and yeah, definitely want to try the Blue Destiny Unit 3 when I can, because it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays compared to the BD2 here, because BD3, as I mentioned, is a general, so, but does kind of share a lot of the same basic stuff with the BD2 as well, so it could be similar but also very different, so gonna be something I'm gonna try to experiment with in the future. But yeah, BD2 yeah, really cool suit, and yeah, that's gonna do it for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the BD2 here. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.